Hey everyone, I'm Charting Man Dan, trader and technical analyst with TheChartGuys, and in this video we're going to check in on the massive euphoria currently underway in the markets, a setup where we keep seeing some nice resistance rejections leading to bull opportunity, and the psychedelic sector getting some attention today. Lots to check in on, FOMO in the air. Let's see what the charts say. Thanks everybody that tuned in for the live stream this morning, going over the market open. Was able to capture a KRE trade, which we'll go over here. But pretty much the continuation from the patterns that we talked about in the video yesterday, where there's a ton of names that have a resistance level that we're rejecting from. We pull back, we form a bull flag, we hold the EMA 12 support, and then we break resistance. That was the reason that I got in the tan trade yesterday for that play, and then it happened again and again today. KRE, 44.56, 44.39, bull flag, and go. So I bought KRE first thing on the morning. I was in at, I think, 44.20 or so. And it was just because knowing that there's a wall of resistance in the 44s here, and knowing that it was a cup and handle like setup. Now there's other names still having this setup. PENN. Resistance. Resistance, bull flag, and testing, trying to break it. CCJ. Resistance, resistance, bull flag, and trying to break it. All of these names are completely unrelated in terms of sectors. The only thing that they share with each other is the technical setup of rejecting from resistance, bulls buying the dip, and then breaking that resistance to stop bears out and to keep seeing bullish action. So keeping an eye on how long the bulls are able to maintain the daily uptrends. SPY and QQQ are just daily stair-step patterns, high or low every single day for 6 days in a row. And that's our clear full bull control guide. This afternoon, I said for the first time in a while, it's time to start thinking about hedging long-term portfolios if you're not looking to sell for next daily consolidation. We have earnings coming up for Tesla and Netflix tomorrow, and earnings for a ton of other individual names over the next couple of weeks. But again, just getting to the point where it gets to absurd euphoria, and it's time to scout a bit of protection. You look at the 12-hour RSI approaching 80. We pulled back from 80 on the S&P 500 2 times in the past month. You look at the daily RSI, it's approaching where we pulled back in the past. The weekly RSI is getting overbought. The NASDAQ is more overbought than that. And so again, just time to, again, whenever you feel euphoria and it's just a day where you just buy anything and it works, that means just be a bit cautious for daily consolidation, keeping in mind that the NASDAQ from where we closed today can consolidate 4% and still be in a daily uptrend. So the uptrends are going to remain our guide as they have been for the last 2.5 months, and the bulls are eyeing all-time highs. SPY's all-time high right now, adjusted for dividends, is 468.78. And so we are currently about $15 from that level, literally a little over 3%. And that is also how far above the daily high or low we are. We're as close to all-time highs as we are to the last daily high or low that we set. So euphoria is out there. And Microsoft today was also that pattern. Look at Microsoft. Resistance, rejection, bull flag holding EMA 12, and go. Yes, there was news as a catalyst. Lori posted that news right away, and that led to 6% plus of upside. And again, it's just the cup and handle setup. And so Microsoft all-time highs, keeping bulls euphoric. Semiconductors testing the all-time highs, broke it by a few pennies. NVDA failed its all-time high by a couple dollars, but it's still right there. Inside bar bull break, stair-step pattern here as well. And I found a clip where I said this was June 15th, I'm treating the NASDAQ as it's in blue sky breakout because of NVDA. And I suppose I'll just drop that clip in right now. As far as I'm concerned, the NASDAQ is in blue sky breakout. What do I mean by that? QQQ is not even close to all-time highs. We've got double-digit percentage away. It's acting like it's in blue sky breakout because of NVDA. NVDA is the third largest holding in the NASDAQ. It accounts for 6 point whatever percent. And just watching how they're trading, I stared at every single tick today between QQQ, NVDA, and then I was watching Tesla and PLTR and all these other individual names. NVDA is driving QQQ. QQQ will not top while NVDA is hitting all-time highs. And here we have a ramp up in bull volume and a breakout, and we're back in blue sky breakout beast mode. So NVDA hourly uptrend is our guide, and that's the case for a ton of names. Just hourly and daily uptrend. Don't try and nail tops. Buy dips as long as the uptrends continue. Backburners on the 5-minute and hourly time frame. We'll top out eventually. We'll see it happening. We'll see all major sectors dropping together, and that has not happened in months. Healthcare, bulls showing up, trying to break weekly resistance. If XLV breaks 133.04, it will be a equilibrium that's been forming for 9 months, breaking bull to try and join Team Bull. CCJ, as I mentioned, hit a decade-plus high today, getting over 33. So uranium names continue to benefit from the dollar weakness and commodity strength. The weekly bull flag is trying to confirm here as well. IWM, daily bull flag follow through. IWM is now testing monthly resistance, 1% away today. If we get over 198.74, we get to the highest level in 14 months. And again, that would just be another... I mean, the bulls have so many points in their favor. And if you add healthcare and IWM breaking bull to it, it's just going to keep staying nutty and full bull control. Solar sector, as I mentioned, a little bit cautious now. I don't like how today traded. There was a lot of selling volume. And so the first thing I do is put on my bear glasses and say, okay, what do I need to be cautious of? And it's a megaphone. So don't want to see, my stop right now, risk-free, is under 70.38. But want to see a quick daily high or low set here to try and follow through, because we are aware that it's possible that this monthly bounce does just result in a monthly lower high, anything under 84s. So definitely don't want to see too much of a pullback here. Got a little bit continuation on this morning, but we'll see if the bears confirm an hourly downtrend tomorrow into that daily consolidation. AI. So we were looking for AI bulls to confirm an hourly uptrend to set the 2-day higher low, which they did. So 2-day higher low set, and tightening range trying to break bull, have to get over 42.58. Hourly did lose support into the end of the day. We'll see if the bears are able to play any defense there, but PLTR continuation today. Strong close up at the highs. Again, I said this 2 months ago. There is no indication of an AI bubble. We see the bubble on the charts, and it's not here. We're not seeing the 1,000% move that come with bubbles. We're not seeing an insane move up with zero supports established. We're not seeing volume climaxes. It's not present. So AI sector staying strong, and that's part of what Microsoft News was today. It definitely benefited these AI names as well. Crypto stocks continue their daily pullback, watching to see if a daily higher low can form off of EMA 12 tomorrow. And we're just kissing hourly oversold conditions. It's a clear hourly downtrend. So I'm scouting a daily higher low, potentially a bullish entry tomorrow. I'm going to choose Riot over MARA because it's stronger. And I'm not going to just scale in. I've got to have a level that I play off of and say that's either the daily high or low or I am wrong. And I have to see Bitcoin getting over the 4-hour EMA 12 resistance, which has been rejecting it for a considerable amount of time. Chinese names, a little bit of a red flag that hourly oversold did not mark the daily high or low yesterday. So for Baba, as an example, that now opens the door where it's possible we set a daily lower high as the result of the next bounce. And bulls obviously do not want to see that happen. K-Web double topped at its weekly resistance and has now retraced over 50%. It's a red flag. Bulls wanted that daily high or low to be set yesterday. So just be cautious. The Chinese sector, these Chinese names, I should say, pulling back significantly while the broader market keeps running. KRE, we already went over that. MNMD talked about the daily higher low yesterday. Again, still in the swing position from the last bull flag. And we're opening things up. There is no resistance here. There is a gap to fill at 577. And we could see the volume pre-market. It stood out. The volume pre-market was the highest pre-market volume that we've seen in the last handful of days. And then the bulls showed up in a big way. Other psychedelic names, ATAI has a bit of a double top. CMPS was a good laggard. It followed suit, going up 5% after MNMD already showed us that the bulls were serious today. Keep an eye on CMPS. Its weekly continues to tighten up. Back testing and holding EMA support must break above 11.15 and 11.48 to get this move significantly going here. But again, how many names have we looked at on monthly time frames tightening sideways at a bottom, building a base of support that then shifted into a laggard bull move? And the answer is a lot. And so watching to see if CMPS can join as well. Cannabis is the only bear sector in the market right now. Just got to call it like it is. There is literally nothing weaker. If you are a bear, there is literally nothing you're more comfortable in. CGC still down at the lows. MSOS fading back down towards the base of support in the lower $5 range. But again, as the market and everything in it is ripping higher, this sector is just being left behind. The dollar held a double bottom, fending off a daily bear flag. But gold bulls ignored it and broke out, confirming the daily bull flag. So entered those metals positions yesterday that I mentioned on gold and silver, and they are following through very nicely. It's a great sign that gold is this strong, even though the dollar is not weak. So gold is now going to be looking up at, there's resistance 1985 is a bit of a resistance zone here. So we're testing that now. Silver, not quite as strong, but confirming its own little bull flag. And again, gold on the monthly is the same setup that I'm seeing all these daily charts. Resistance, rejection, bull flag holding EMA 12. Can we get the go? Oil, daily higher low trying to be set off EMA 12, potential daily bull flag, inventory report tomorrow. And natural gas, I am watching a 12-hour falling wedge now because of the bear break with no follow through. And if this were this 12-hour falling wedge, if it breaks bull, it'll be the first indication of a weekly higher low being set. If we consolidate from here, we'll look for a 12-hour higher low to form next consolidation. Hope you had a good day. Again, don't give into that euphoria. Keep your level head about you. Buy the dips as long as it keeps working. Use the trends as your guide, the hourly and daily higher lows. We know SPY and QQQ are going to pull back on the daily time frame sooner rather than later. Which names are you going to be looking to buy daily higher lows on? You can be planning that in advance. You should be planning that in advance. Appreciate you watching. Reminder, we've got that webinar Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern talking about the trading journey and the different phases and our expectations as we go through that journey. Hope to see you there and do good things.